guys, I am back like I never leave. Listen, you know why I'm back here? This. Come on. Come on. Aubrey Norton, listen. Something got to be going on with this man, right? This man don't understand. He failed. This man don't understand what he did to the party. This man don't understand that. Listen. Oops. Listen. Aubrey Norton must resign. No if and but. Mr. Aubrey Norton, you must resign. You understand? I make a video already and I call nicely for you to resign. But you're not hearing. Stick broke in your ears. You understand? You're not here. Aubrey Norton, you're a failure to PNC. You imagine on it your leadership. On it your leadership. You make PNC go into a third party. Third party. PNC lost Linden. You hear what I said? PNC lost Linden. Never happened in history. Never happened in history. Never. And you fighting for stay as a leader? Eh? Region 4. PPP and went up in your bam bam. Your bumper. There's out there in Region 4. Mister, you gotta resign. You understand? Listen. The party, a new party, you feel you were put to do a job. You understand? You get hired to do a job and you fail your job. You fail your job that you were hired to do. You fail. Who put somebody to do a job and they fail and you got them there? Mister, move aside, step aside, shift. You fail. What more? Don't worry with the less supporters were bigging you up and telling you though. You understand? You would always got sheep running around. If those supporters that bigging up Norton really love the party, have interest in the party, they would tell you, bye buddy, bye. I like you whatever, but you can't go. Listen, I need this man leadership. This man destroy the PNC. It was destroy Annie leadership. Don't matter how we get it. He didn't perform as a leader. He didn't come in. He did not lead. He didn't perform. He did not connect with the people. As I said before, even if Granger do some damage, which we all know Granger did some damage to the party. But Aubrey Norton didn't come in as a leader, connect with the people, your supporters, was already shifting, was fed up a situation and all. You did not come, give nobody assurance. You ain't doing no meet and greet. You ain't going in communities. You ain't doing no outreach. None of these things you didn't do, sir. Right? Then supporters watch you sit down. And she come do as the like. We watching for see. We saying. We still watching, But I still watching. No matter, I don't say I ain't supporting you. But at the end of the day, you still got, when you left a man, right? When you left a man or your ex-husband, you vex with it, but you still got a little soft thing for you. If something happened to you, you can go give your bottle of water. But the thing is, so it's not like, is you hate this party. You just move aside, move away, because you're fed up with the same thing over and over. You understand? And if you make a statement or a protest or something, they're not going to learn. So this man come in, right, after Granger damaged the party. Aubrey Norton come in. Aubrey Norton did nothing. This man come in and sit comfortable. Comfortable. He fight up. She come get to do what they want to do. He did not hold the government feet to the fire. You understand? He didn't do none of that. We watch it, enjoy, he 1 point something million. Y'all gotta get real with this, you know. Let me tell you something. You know why Aubrey Norton a fight up? And fighting up? Because he were comfortable with opposition money. The man was comfortable with opposition money. But what he didn't know, when would have come and knock you out. He were comfortable with opposition money. You know, man never worked for them kind of money before. Never get no business bringing them kind of money. You get that money. That means he was a selfish leader. So y'all would then y'all feelings that come to make an excuse for Norton. Here I can tell y'all. Before you come and fight me, right? And all these things, guess what? Just sit down and think about it. Why this man didn't fight up, doing nothing really, sitting down and coming out. I know enough y'all say carry away with the man big words when he come out. Don't worry with them. Don't worry with all them big words, right? Sit down and analyze things. Analyze it. You understand? And ask yourself, this man there in opposition for 4 years. This man going, I just say he do no outreach with people, not because if he were doing that work, if he was on the ground, he would have known people were disappointed in the party leadership. He would have known. But he did not do any of that. He turned his back. Granger already turned his back on the party. You understand? On his supporters. We see now the man enjoying the pension, the 3 million, 4 million, you know how much million? He don't make a statement, he don't come out and say nothing, he don't business what happened. You understand? We see though. Now, a lot of people move away because of that. I was one. Right? I said, everybody looking for the self. Why supporters must stand up and fighting and leaders looking out for themselves? You understand? Okay. But the supporters them start looking out for themselves too. So Norton come in. Norton do nothing. Y'all ask yourself, what this man do? This man, right? And carry Jacob to court. If this man he put up the fight and fail, no matter if bring the attorney, the court is PPP, all this excuse. If he fight and fail, we would know he fight. We would see a fighter. You would know he's a fighter. His supporters would know he's a fighter. But they did not see that. You understand? I got one friend tell me, you know, where this man is there. My son get a bar. This man is there drinking and drunken on this bar. And these people is dead PNC. Let me tell you. She said, this thing tore me off. She said, this thing tore me off. She said, how a leader, an opposition leader. Can't remember she said he's drunken, but he's drinking. Oh God, yeah, those super drinking. They're drinking. Anyways, they're drinking at some shop with the bad she son got. You understand? Anyways, she said it torn her off. She said, they just tore me off. An opposition leader, the body play. So you understand? You start breaking down supporters when supporters see you knocking about the place. And listen, you know much time I hear from the grapevine. This man didn't even going in opposition office, the office in going in. Let me tell you, even Barry Jack the complain. He ain't going in the opposition office. He didn't doing work as an opposition. Imagine. Bart like, I need a competition, buddy. What you doing? You know let me foot to the fire and Barrett complaining. So you must know how things the bad. You understand? How things the bad with this man. So we gotta come out with feelings with this situation. You understand? Guys, let me tell you. If you really love, yeah, I know it's not the goddess, the supporters got this thing, come down from generation like the inherited party, the inherited party doing that. You understand? But if you guys love as I say, I love this party. You're supposed to love the party, not a man. Listen, leaders is be failures. They got people is dance the music you want hear. You understand? That doesn't mean everybody, because somebody pick a leader and come for lead you. You're running helter skelter blindly. You ain't got no thinking. You're using it. You're using your thinking capacity. Come on. If you love and you have love for this party, you have love for the party. Aubrey Norton is not the only leader. If you love this party, you would ask him to resign and let somebody else in the party get to come up and run the party. If you love the party, it's not Aubrey Norton party. The man was given a job and the man failed. The man failed miserably. Miserable. Something never seen in history of the likeness of Guyana. Never. So tell yourself, why are you old now? Why you want to face reality that the man is a damn failure? You imagine he in the opposition seat. He was not no opposition. He did not perform as no opposition. I'm telling you, even the government, PPP government, no, Aubrey Norton wasn't no opposition for them. He never put up no fight to them. They didn't have no time with Aubrey Norton. They do as alike because Aubrey Norton was weak. You understand? He just bought the place in Johnny 1 point something million, and that is it. And they is selfish. The guy was comfortable. The guy was going back as opposition. He make up his mind for go back as opposition. You tell me, here we reason. If you're in opposition, you come in, right? You're saying the voters list bloated. You want biometrics, all these things. You say, oh, G, come only do one thing that was recommended. One thing was recommended. See, if these things was recommended from the international bodies, right? Why you didn't carry these people to court? Yes, and so you're highlighting these things. You're highlighting these things. You carry these people to court. You understand? It's best you try and fail and don't try at all. So anybody coming over and say, oh, the court full of PPP judge or whatever. Did you try? Did you go? You understand? Why you didn't carry these people to court? No. You were comfortable. No. Nandalal, they say, is advisor of GCOM. Now there's conflicts of interest. I listen for here Norton come out fully like how he talk like a bully for say something. He said nothing. You understand? Y'all just sit down and pick rice and think. Nothing. Right? Nothing. But this guy, here we can show you. He's shaking the president's hand. When I see he do the thing, I said, man, don't use the ass. Because I got time for everything. And even if I there in a next opposition or whatever, and they get some kind of function, me and the president will be cautious to each other. We can shake hand. What nonsense is that? But he's showing the people, the supporters. He's this big body. He's shaking president hand and them nonsense. But then you go in the opposition seat back in the office. If you do go when you feel like going, and you does nothing. So you make sure you don't fight for GCOM, certain things, you nothing. You rally through. Must see 1 time or 2 times you make a little nice in front of GCOM and that was it. You rally through. Little couple weeks or something even when election was called, I don't know what was the big fight up, because guess what? It's just maybe 2 or 3 months different, yeah, say it's supposed to call. So they make no difference. You're supposed to go in election mood the election year or a couple months before. You're supposed to go in election mood then. When you're the opposition, you're supposed to dip on election mood. Since the government, you never catch it. Since the sneeze, you catch it. You understand? As you know, as God bring it up. I mean, Barry Jack Dio, Vice President Barry Jack Dio. I'm put the respect on his name. You understand? Show y'all how opposition is work. Remember how we had Granger? Remember? But there's always gotta be. He put in his work and we don't take that away from him. He's a politician. You understand? So he did none of that. None of the he wait couple months. Not for a couple months, couple weeks before election. Because the thing is about it, the man, I watch, when the election call and I see Hazardin Mohammed campaigning bad picture. I say, it's Aubrey Norton there. I just watching some media people. I tell you, it's a love last, the kind of relationship you was with the party. So it's not like if you hate the party, but you're peeping, you understand. But it's like, what happened by come in this race? You just want, let me tell you, I just want a fair play. You come in and show yourself, you understand? You ain't seen nothing, me ain't seen nothing. Next man, you see the man in New York for something, and somebody get it something, and when they look this man country, she said, this man election call, you shouldn't even meet in New York, but what you doing there? You're supposed to be on the ground, connecting with your supporters. You understand? You understand? The man didn't go in no election mood for a very long time because the man was comfortable in the opposition seat. So he was a selfish leader. Aubrey Norton is a selfish leader. He was thinking, all he thinking about you one point something. Me fighting up. This is it. You understand? You wait till couple then when you do come your little barbecue and damn before raise money. It's 4 years you're supposed to be raising money. People, don't be blind. You understand? This badness this man is put up, don't be fool about it. I watched the video over and over. I shared the video, right? I see Norton call. You tell me if the policeman inside the door, outside the door, wherever, I don't know what was the issue. But this man called the minister. This man, I ain't saying nothing wrong calling the minister. Right now I will call the minister. I call Jack Dional. You understand? But my point is, you use the one playing and shaking person and I use this. But a policeman stand up. A policeman stand up at the door, but he stand up the inner part and not the outer part. You pick up the phone and call the minister like a baby. Minister, the policeman stand up here. He ain't supposed to stand up outside. Minister said, I told him whatever. Yes, but he's supposed to do outside. And I would stand up right there for see him move. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. You understand? I stand up. Because I would stand up right there if he move. Like what? Y'all question the whole scenario. Y'all see this man. Y'all see what's going on with this man? This man got no leadership. First thing, if a policeman stand up inside, outside, wherever, calling the minister. You don't call some policeman who in charge or some officer, whatever. You call the minister, and then you baby talking to the minister. Minister, this policeman stand up, and we supposed to stand up. Minister talk. Because it tell you got for doubt right out there. I would stand up right here. I would stop right there and see Easter. What I tell you? You people, let me tell you something. You know what's wrong with my people? We are blind to our own. Like we own could do anything. We so blind. You understand? When are we gonna wake up and understand? Not because somebody said there's leader, you gotta follow blindly. You gotta go down blindly. What happened? You ain't thinking for yourself. You ain't analyzing nothing for yourself. What is it? Nothing you and I should have used this thing in the AC, keeping a set of knives. Anyways, if you doing your numbers right, now you don't see. You notice you have a ladder. You know, we face it. Blacks was the majority, the base of the PNC. I gotta say the base of the PNC, right? The black voters, right? You should see things changing when you see so many blacks gone over to PPP. Don't even forget, we even calling it win yet. PPP. You're sitting on, you do your numbers. PPP polling the black supporters. So you know, no. Well, if PPP poll me supporters, I got pulled back their supporters. There's NASA and not NASA. Good. No. AP and UPNC continue running on the base alone. Not, I shouldn't say AP and UP. I got to say Norton, right? Norton. Because a lot of people come out and say we warn wherever. So I got to say Norton. Norton run a campaign on the base, is the base, PNC base alone. He didn't attract nobody. As much as he losing, as PNC lose supporters, he continue running on base, right? PNC base. So if you run on PNC base, that means you make up your mind you staying in that position. Come on, light. Oh, light fed up with me. So you run for staying in that position because there ain't no way you see, then you watch, you see the amount of, blacks, as everybody say about blacks is vote for PNC and this. I mean, that's how it used to be, as our times change. But if you know doing your numbers, right? And I ain't no politician, but I tell you, I could have watched it and tell them. I keep saying it during the election. I said, these people crazy. These people running a one-base race. So much, every time you look at our PPP campaign, I said, black faces, black faces, black people like myself, right? I mean black faces. Oh God, yeah, don't come for me, right? Black people. And then you still running, so you then attracting back no other race. You comfortable. No, you were comfortable because you know you were comfortable in your opposition. So you sit down there. You understand? That was it. The man was lazy. The man did not do no work. Even today, the man didn't do not work. The man couldn't even run a campaign. The man just decided whatever is me base, they're going to vote for me and I can stay in opposition. Because you should know it's opposition you're staying in. Because if you get crossover vote, you can't. No matter how, twist and turn, PPP rig. But guess what? Even if the rig, I don't know, I didn't dare, whatever. I got my own thing, but that does not be business. Anyways, but the point I'm making is that they put out the work. They still are tracking you base, right? They putting the work out. Imagine if you said the rigging and they're still putting the work out. You imagine? Now here comes win now. Here is PNC forgotten supporters that PNC forgot about. They didn't get time with them. They gone, left them. And win get them. So you can't complain and cry about money. No, these supporters was forgotten supporters by you guys. That had a time with them. These people went on their own. You understand? All what we see for year come when election come, you're supposed to, this is because we were trained away. We're supposed to put an X. Supposed to put an X at PNC. We were trained away. But the voting has changed. Right? This is a new generation. Y'all ain't get in. They ain't get many times, This is a new generation. It's a change of voting. Young people not gonna vote because we grab the grandfather. And we all don't understand. This whole thing with his race, y'all depending upon a race to vote for y'all. No, you got to stop. You better campaign for everybody every time they can marry. Because let me tell you something. You know the amount of mixed race in Guyana. You know the amount of mixed marriage in Guyana. Do you know? Let me tell you. I have 6 children. They're half East Indian and half black. I am black. The father is East Indian. Right? In my household, I got people support Win Party. I got people support PPP. Right? People have moved away from PNC. These are young people and looking at PNC anymore. This is me house, right? I don't tell me children who for vote, who for support. If me son say he's a supporter of PPP, he's a supporter of PPP. I'm not a supporter, but he is. You understand? That's it. If me daughter says she's a supporter of Win, she's a supporter of Win. These young people moving away from PNC. You have nothing attracting the young people. And all y'all doing, too, as the next thing y'all do, they're doing is insulting people. I see it during the campaign. These people stand up. Oh, we're the best qualified candidates. We don't have nothing on the record of and thing. Guess what? Y'all didn't speaking to one set of base. Y'all didn't speaking the next set of base. So when Daggy come for Win, and Daggy pitch to the base where y'all left behind, y'all crying, y'all laugh Daggy. Daggy put on his suit, and guess what? Daggy pitch to the base where y'all forgotten, where y'all too up top. You understand? Up top. No, people don't want you. Sometimes you gotta come. That's why you gotta get a man for come down. Remember when y'all had James Bond? James Bond. I said, wait man, they ain't got a James Bond no more. I said, we ain't got a James Bond, a Daggy now. You understand? James Bond now gone to PPP doing the thing. I said, so what PNC there? You understand? Nobody pitching to these people. If you want to call them the scrib, the ghetto youth, wherever. PNC forget them people. All with you talking, you're intelligent, and the this and the that, you forget the small man. That's the mistake you make. So when Daggy come out and Daggy we pitching for Win to those people, you laugh at you. You see enough of them laugh at you. Daggy didn't went for no list, but Daggy did doing the work. You understand what he's supposed to do? Laughing, y'all know damn well Daggy went on the list. But y'all think they're going to be torn off from people. But when y'all laugh, no. Y'all the damaging yourself. Because they get enough Daggies. The Daggies they relating to. And y'all the insulting them. You understand? I could tell you. Y'all remember when James Bond used to day in Alba saying all getting votes up? I used to get the man the crown, you know. All your votes up. Remember? When he had the vote for youth when y'all win the election. James Bond will bring home the election, right? Y'all ain't had nobody like that though. Everybody high and mighty. Nobody wasn't speaking to those people. So those people was forgotten. Anyway, this Aubrey Norton watch. So he failed. When you fail, you gotta resign and you gotta move on. It's not your party. You only face the party, right? You gotta move on. There's somebody else come and bring their policy. You don't show your policy for 4 years and you fail, sir. You fail. You lose Region 10. You almost PPP and win in your back door in Region 4. You got a third party, never happened in history. Let me tell y'all. Let me come to y'all. PNC diehard people. What y'all gotta understand? Norton is not the face of PNC. We see over the years we had failed leaders. And here we sit down and here we chat something and careful thing. Since height, what he coming down the pipe, right? Granger. No Granger there. Granger journey money, the pension. You think Granger get time with y'all? Y'all campaigning, and all these things. You see Granger come out, eh? Guess what? Selfish leaders. Norton's another selfish leader. Norton sit on the opposition seat for 4 years. Encourage come to court. Oh, the list bloated. We want biometric. Did he make any attempt? Huh? No, he didn't do none of that. He sit down comfortable. The man was comfortable with the opposition money. Where y'all ain't getting it? Y'all gotta come out here, come with your feelings. I try for the light coming back. Y'all gotta come with your feelings. The man was comfortable with the opposition money. Man a fight up. Come on. This man sit down. 4 years. He fight with Chicom. He know the government feet on the fire. Even Vice President Jack Dio when calling, what happened opposition? You ain't even going in your office. What happened? Being a nobody for fight with nobody. You understand? He ain't doing all of that. The man just sit down, cruise through 4 years. Just cruising. And this, so you just sit down, man, and analyze it for yourself. When you're done first watching this video, sit down and ask yourself. This man wait till actually election. And then running helter-skelter. Not even helter-skelter, because even when election they call, the man didn't run helter-skelter. Man in New York, walking the street, looky condition, yep. You understand? The man didn't had no time. The man, let me tell you, this man set himself for go back in the opposition. But he didn't expect the expected win. You understand? But he premeditated to go back there. He was comfortable. Let me tell you. You guys. I'm talking to you guys. I was once you guys. I was once. You're going to tell me nothing. Right? And I learned the hard way. When I say the hard way, not the hard way. I start thinking. You understand? I start thinking. Where's flight come from? Anyways, his mom. I start thinking, right? No, this guy sit down in the opposition seat, right? For 4 years. Sit down and ask yourself, we really do as opposition leader. We really do. The man don't come out, make no big statement, something we just put out some press statement, who write it if the PR or whatever, right? This man hold G-com to foot to the fire, then drag them up the court step, then all the PPP government, foot to the fire. The man just cruised through. Couple weeks before election, then the man run helter-skelter, print little pamphlets, start showing here, there, and everywhere in people's yard. Sit down on a bench and people come in and them start the thing. It's like, I was like, come on. I mean, you really want, this failure was once there. You don't want at least me. Let me tell you. I was one who struck your lover. Now we are thinking. I love the guy. Yes, I love the guy. Somebody asked me the other day, why would you support PPP? I say, because of policy, and my biggest thing, Basic is the justice system. It don't working for me, and I just can't support that. Yes, when I see a little girl and get justice, I can't support something like that. That's me, right? I support somebody on policy, and if I don't like something, I not gonna support it. I ain't supporting some. I'm not supporting someone because I hate you and them thing. No, yes, I was supporting APNU strongly when enough of y'all were talking. I used to be on ground protesting. Yes. When enough of y'all were talking and come to attack me, enough of y'all never come on ground. None of y'all never miss a day from work. Right? Miss a day from work or nothing. I was there on ground. I went Granger, the madness. I said, this is it. This is the last of me. I'm finished. A lot of supporters walk out from Granger. Aubrey Norton come in. Enough of y'all said, oh, but you can't blame me. Listen, he come in as the leader, and he didn't even, if he did work and fail, we would have said he failed, but he put no work in, right? He didn't do no community outreach. No, not in connect with the people. He was, people had a bad taste in the mouth from the last election. He decided to go. If he did going wrong in communities, he would hear people to complain. He not no time. You know he did doing? He did enjoying. He 1 point something million whenever the month come. Y'all don't understand. They got selfish leaders, and Aubrey Norton is a selfish leader, right? Because he didn't care. The man was comfortable in opposition, and he wanted to continue opposition. That's why the man a fight up. I want you to show me any evidence when Aubrey Norton fight up with anything. Come at 1 and 2 times and throw big words in it. We see throwing big words and he shaking president, and then we see baby talking to the minister. Minister, I would stand up right there and see he. So them thing don't fool me. You see me, I think I stink. Yeah, sit down, yeah, quiet moment. But yeah, don't fight with me. Yeah, think about it. Nobody, and I am bashing PNC, I ain't come to bash. I come to bash Norton, not the PNC. Yeah, don't get it tired. Norton is not the face of PNC. He's not the face of PNC. You understand? And if we are so love this party, which we are should, because let me tell you, I get diehard PPP family that nothing will make them come out of PPP. Nothing. I love them, and me don't tell nobody come to go no way. You understand? Me family is me family. I don't care who they are, who they support. You understand? But what I'm saying, they get diehard PNC, so nobody going no way. But I know y'all hurting. You understand? We are see never in history Norton carry y'all to the dogs. I said to the dogs, he carry PNC. There's the dogs. You understand? If Norton don't come out and resign, PNC ain't going. I tell you, PNC can see 2 seats if they're lucky. And that's it. People move away. First thing, let me tell you something. The old what should I say? The policy where they get, the campaign policy gotta change. People are voting like grandfather no more. People voting policy. People voting for change. Yes, you see what the people laying and say, no, we're not. And come with nonsense, trying to insult people. People vote for change. You gotta come back. You can't run a campaign. One base campaign. Norton run a campaign on a base alone. So Norton know he then going back. He then can't win the election. If you doing the numbers, right? So Norton, you need to resign. Right? You need to resign. Resign. You failed PNC bigly. You understand? You gotta move where somebody has carried the party. Yes, somebody is, use the policy, do their policy, and move the party. Rebuild. The party need rebuilding. Norton, if supporters run from you, you was the problem that supporters run from. Let me tell you one thing with me people. If they see you fighting, they're gonna stick with you. You understand? They ain't see no fight in you. They see you weak. You understand? The show where you showing off, the show where you're showing and you're shaking president hand and all them thing. Everybody know this weak thing. Nobody want to see that you shaking president hand. They get time and place for everything. People see you weak. That's it. People see you weak. So you should resign. You look at it. Norton, Aubrey Norton. You take a party and your leadership. I'm gonna talk to you. You last Region 10 will never happen. You know what they say? Region 10 is Bornum stronghold. And Region 4, no matter what going down. Region 10 and Region 4. You lost it. PPP and WIDEN kicking down your back door in Region 4. I need you leadership. I need you policy. All I need you. You watching people, you still hold. What you holding on for? Sir, you fail. You can't bring back no supporters. You can't bring back supporters. People run from you. Right? You had 4 years. We see you fail. You understand? You can't bring back people who run away. You can't do it. I want to see y'all fail. I tell you, I ain't that type of person as much. I'm not a supporter of y'all anymore. But let me tell you, I want y'all fail. It's a party come years. And y'all need to fight, yes. You understand? But sir, you and it. You had 4 years. You fail as an opposition leader. You fail as an opposition. So, this whole thing, let me tell you something. Aubrey Norton run for opposition seat. He run for opposition seat. You understand? Now you telling people, oh, it's about money. Sir, everything is about money. Everybody want betterment. You sit down for 4 years in opposition seat and getting 1 point something million. It wasn't about money for you, that you didn't care about the people, right? You didn't care. You didn't take, let me take 200,000 out for 1 point something and put it back in PNC piggy bank. You understand? So we could, run election. If you did care about the people, you understand? Because we ain't got no big, donors or whatever giving me money. So we got to do it. You didn't do that. But you insulting people, telling people nonsense. No, everybody have a right. Every political party is pitch. You understand? The policies to the people. That's why you put out your manifesto. It's for people choose. Read it and choose. Why you put it out? People choose. And people choose what's best for them. People are voting what is best for them, sir. People not voting what's best for you continue enjoying life. You understand? What Granger? Granger gone enjoying his money. People watch this. He don't come out. Let me tell you, I'm on the ground, people talking. People say, well, Granger just in my campaign, this man even come out as a special speaker some night and speak on a rally or nothing. No, y'all think this is long time. No matter if people eating salt or rice, they're putting the eggs by the palm. Sir, I'm here to bust your bubbles. This is not long time. Those days are done and over with. People are voting for betterment for the family and themselves. People are going to choose a party that they think can give them betterment. That's it. So if you want to come out and insult people and tell people what is money, but you like money too, because you never run for government, for going office. You run for sitting in opposition seat. That's what you run for. That's what you run for. And if you didn't selfish, you would have resigned. If you wasn't a selfish man, people got for pressure you for resign. You would have resigned. Because you would have know you fail. Sorry, you take PNC to the dogs. To the dogs. And listen, PNC supporters know y'all in your feelings. But you can't call this man out. Y'all go in your quiet moment. And y'all know. Listen, from height, what happen? We complain. You know, we type of people, we don't want to wash. I said before, no? We living in the public. We always start. I grew up in a house. Your grandmother tell you, your neighbor must know your business and all. So I understand. If I come out talking and people talking, y'all just feel away. But when y'all can call out these leaders that come in one after the other, failing y'all, weak leaders. Y'all not can call them out. Right? We're going to there. I tell y'all can't motivate me because none of y'all were going to come and attack me. None of y'all never went on a protest line yet. Never y'all never stand up. None of y'all don't want to miss a day job with them on protest. I could see everybody. Right now, if I see everybody now, I could tell you who is there on protest. You understand? No, some people don't want to miss a job. Right? Sometimes you go out, barely couple of weeks. Because the rest of y'all and missing a day job and closing shop. You understand? So, Norton must go for that party bill back. Norton, the people don't want you. That's why they vote for you. It ain't got nothing. And they support about money. What money? Yes, people vote for betterment. Who don't want betterment? Who want betterment? If Norton is so love y'all. Right? Nothing getting 1 point something million. Why he didn't put him back a part of his money into the PNC for run election? Because they ain't get no kind of big donors because they run in the campaign a one base campaign. And if you run in you campaign like that, you don't know you going in government. You going in government. He run that campaign to go in opposition. He run the campaign for going in opposition. He was comfortable right with it. As much as I'm a Win supporter, right? Not to see Win on the scene. Not to fight up with PNs, with PPP, sorry. Not to fight up with Win. Not to fight with nobody. Yes, not to come out on the scene. No. God. I watch this man. And this man, nothing. This man comfortable. Wade going back as opposition leader. So that was selfish. Norton is not the face of PNC. You're the failure. That's all going to go down in history book that you fail PNC. I know you're trying to get maybe a second chance for your name. You're feeling bad or whatever. But both no. Because guess what? People are voting for you. People gone past though. People don't vote. They vote before they vote. You can't bring the party. People gotta see a fresh. People gotta see like PNC rebuild. You understand? People gotta see PNC rebuild, and then people gonna watch for this 4 years. People can see the fight in PNC. All is not last, but the work got to put in. You understand? Before people come back. Else though, I don't know if you can get 2 seats back in Parliament. Norton must resign. And resign immediately. With effect. Norton, resign. You're a failure. You failed the party. Sorry, I got to bring it to your arse, but that is what it is.